All right. Yay. Good morning. 7 a.m. on Pacific time. We are going to get moving this morning. Welcome to everybody that's here, and those of you who are watching on playback. We're happy to have you start your Saturday morning with us. This morning we're going to train a little bit on, we're going to touch just a little bit on Facebook friending, again, in case you've missed it on a playback, and then we're going to talk about what to say and who to say it to and when to say it and how to say it. Some specifics for you. Okay, so I'm going to go to screen share so that we can, you can kind of follow along. Please feel free to interject at any point, you guys, if you have anything that you feel passionate about talking about. All right, so first of all, I know we have a lot of brand new coaches. Yay! Welcome to our team. If you're watching this in playback, we're very, very excited. We are a passionate group here, so you are hang on to your whatever you need to hang on to, because we are getting going. So I want to show you first. I know I have a brand new coach, Ivana, who has 96 friends on Facebook. And I remember 7 years ago that I was so excited when I hit 100 friends. So as we know, we have to broaden our horizons here. We have to put more people in our auditorium. So if you are sitting in a small group of friends, you want to, first of all, make that sphere of influence a little bit better on social media, because what we're going to talk about today is for that. We'll do other stuff too, but for this specifically. So if you have not done this before, quick training. You're going to go to Friends on your page. You're going to click Find Friends. And then Facebook suggests these friends to you. Now, we had a coach on a few weeks ago that there were not any suggestions here because she didn't have a lot of friends. So Facebook, and she hadn't, I have found since, as I've Googled it, she hadn't really been interacting with people out there and groups and different things on Facebook, because it's all about algorithms. Facebook is trying to connect you to people who they think you will enjoy being social with on social media. So if you're not doing anything on Facebook, it's not going to find anyone for you. You have to be active. This is a completely interactive thing. So if you don't have any suggestions here from Facebook, I would suggest, first of all, getting a little active and commenting on people's things. And then I would go into your friends. We'll look at that. And look at ones that maybe you do know, but you should have them. Let me go back one more thing here. Oh no, that's it. If you go here, when you go to Find Friends, if there are no suggestions, if you go over here to Search for Friends, you can search by things that are important to you. You can search by your hometown, you can search by your current city, you can search by your high school, you could search by a mutual friend. This might be one that maybe you have a client that has been a client for a really long time, and you've talked to them about coaching and they've had great weight loss and results, but they absolutely do not want to coach. Guess what? Let's friend some of their friends, right? Because their friends are seeing what's going on. Here's your college, here's your employer, your graduate school. There are all things here that you can fill in. Okay, so that's another way to do it. Now, here with this, I am just adding friends, you guys. I look at who my mutual friends are. And actually, I've gone one step further these days. I click over here to see when she posted last, 13 hours ago. And I think, okay, she's active on Facebook. So I friend request. And that's just what happens. That's what I'm doing now, because this is that 3 by 3 by 3, right, that we're trying to do. So then one step further now, when those friends accept your friend request, it shows up over here. Let's see if I've got one that I haven't done. Here's Rick Pruitt down here. I'm now connected to Rick Pruitt. Here he is. And actually, he friended me. He lives here locally, and his wife is connected to the school somehow, and he friend requested me. So I'm going to say, hey, thanks for the friend request. I love making connections. Oops, spelled it wrong. Oh well. And I gotta tell you, I don't stress over stuff like that anymore. But anyway, you guys, you just have to start conversations here. Okay, here's one down here. Here's Carol Kephart. She waved at me. I made a friend. I didn't get to her. She waved at me. There's a little wave button that you can click. I waved back. And then I just put fun making new friends because this was Thursday night and I had back-to-back calls. So I haven't gotten to her yet to create any more of a chat. But start a chat with these people. Here's one down here. I haven't gotten to Vena there yet. See, here we go. There's just a whole bunch of people. I'm now connected. You know, you just start conversations. These are people I haven't gotten to yet. Look, see? All right, so we're going to talk about that right now. So that's the first thing, okay? I want to talk to you about it. So start a genuine conversation and get something that's easy. You don't have to think it up every time. When I make a new friend, as soon as they request, I say, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. Facebook's been telling me for weeks we should be friends, LOL. That's all I say because Facebook suggested them. I'm not out there skimming and lurking and looking around. Well, I am once they've suggested it, but you need to just have something ready to go. If you don't have something ready to go, then you're going to procrastinate and it's going to take too long. Okay? Don't try to look at them and find something you can comment about at first. The first out of the gate post is just a wave, and then, hey, thanks for, just say that. Just, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. Facebook's been telling us we need to be friends for weeks, LOL. And then usually they say, sure, I like to meet new people too. And I say, yeah, me too. I'm from a little town in Oakdale. Where are you from? Because and sometimes I know where they're from because I've lurked on their pages, but they need to know about me. And then when we have just a couple of conversations, just a couple of back and forths, almost immediately you will see them liking things on your page. How many of you have seen that happen? Have you seen that happen? Yep, immediately. So now, this is when it's important that you're doing the 3, 3, and 3, right? The 3, at least a day. 3 friend requests, like we just showed. 3 conversations, and 3 posts on your Facebook page, right? So you have to be active there. And they're going to scroll down. So this is that formula of 5 and 1 again too. 5 other posts about things in your life, your dogs, your kids, your travel, events going on in your life, announcements, whatever's happening in your life, 5 things. And then something about your business. And that can be a recipe, that can be a before and after picture, that can be a testimony from someone else, that can be a screenshot of a text message that one of your clients sent you about their success for the week. It can be anything, but that's your one. So and don't think that is just in a whole day's time, right? Post, be more active. The more active you are, the more interactive your audience will be on your Facebook page. And then the more interesting you are, so that when you do friend request people and they come and they scroll down your page, they're interested in you. And that's that living out loud stuff, right? We've heard that over and over again about living out loud. That's all that is. And it's not fake. People can smell that a mile away. It's not fake stuff. It's genuine things you're interested in. Okay? All right, so now let's talk about other things on Facebook. When you put a post on Facebook and what to say. So if you don't know this already, I'm assuming everybody here is in Transformation Tribe. Sorry, all my Florida people are. All right, simple systems. Now, new people. I want to put a little addendum here, a little asterisk. If you are brand new, please do not post on Facebook without talking to your mentor coach. Just because you have so many people that as soon as you come out and talk to people about what what you're doing and your success. It's gonna go, it's crazy. It's called your grand opening. Everyone on here on the phone, if you've been in coaching for a while, everyone's done it. It's actually something that needs to be planned with your mentor coach, because you will be amazed at how much response you get, and you're going to need some help moving forward and keeping track of the people who comment and like. Okay? Anybody have anything to say about that or add? No? Okay, so let me show. So if you're not using Simple Systems,
Gwen, is this Terry Miller's or is this Amber's Simple System?
I have no idea.
Terry Miller's.
Okay.
It's not Amber's. I'm
not connected. I'm not connected to Amber.
Okay.
This is the one that most of the leaders in Optavia are editing and updating. So yes, Valerie is right. Terry Miller. And there, listen, we talked about this last week and the week before. We're in transition, you guys. Things are, if you are one of those people who get something under control and you understand it and then it changes and it throws a complete wrench in your system, you're going to have to roll with the punches here, because things are changing. Little things now we're seeing are transitioning over from Optavia, from Take Shape for Life to Optavia, and Simple Systems is like that. You'll click on a link today and it will take you someplace, and you'll click on a link tomorrow and it doesn't work. But you see what this says in big red things here, big red letters? It's under construction. So if you go to get something here and it's not here, reach out in Transformation Tribe, because I've saved them, different things, and lots of people have. But you have to roll with the punches here, because from August 1st until the beginning of the new year, this is when all of the back office stuff is going to transition completely over to Optavia. Our co-brand, our Office in Motion, all of those things are going to change. And I'm imagining that it's not going to just be one time. They're going to do it. They're doing beta testing right now. That's what's going on. Some of the higher level leaders are trying this stuff out, and they're fixing it so that by the time it gets to us, hopefully there won't be a lot of changes. Okay, so I need to get going here. So we're going to go down, and you guys click around here. And we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, the coachanswers.optavia, answers.optavia, Optavia Gear, optavia.com. If you've not clicked around, and Optavia Learn lives inside coachanswers.optavia. If you've not clicked around in here, you need to do that. If you've not registered for convention, you need to put that down on your map as something that you're going to be doing at some point. If you need to wait for a payday, if you need 2 new clients to pay for your hotel room, then that should be your structural tension for the month, to get a couple of new clients so that you can get registered for convention. We're all going to be there. Go ahead, Susie.
I'm looking down at that list on Simple Systems, and I have a question for you. I asked it at Coach to Health yesterday, but I haven't got an answer yet. So it has the welcome new coach email, which is excellent. But what if you're using the Send-to-It one? I'm assuming you don't want to send both.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I'm only using Send-to-It now for my client support email and my connections email.
Oh, and then my other question is, when they sign up as a coach, they get this fabulous email now with everything laid out. That was my question, actually. Do you want to send the Send-to-It one on top of that?
I don't. The comment that has been made in the trainings, I think Valerie is the one that said it, is, what's Dr. Anderson, what are Dr. Anderson and Lori doing? They're not using Send-to-It. Okay. That's what they're creating. This is what they're doing for us here. This is what we're trying. That's why there were 2,000 people on this sponsoring coaches. That was a company-wide training with 2,000 coaches and pre-coaches on the line. I can feel the momentum of teams and coaches coming together and all being on the same page, and not having islands out here doing different things. Now, we started that when we started with Kim. We had that with Coach.Power Losers, but what we had in Coach.Power Losers is what you have right here in Synduit. This is what
Simple
we had.
systems.
It's, yeah, in Simple Systems, yes. This is what we had. We had all of these little links here to send all of these different things and videos and trainings. This is it. So for me, because I need to be duplicatable, I'm not doing, the only thing I'm doing right now with Synduit is my emails to my clients and my connections. And I'm hoping that in this transition period here, at the end, Optavia is going to be sending client support emails for us. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that's out there on the horizon. So what I'm trying to be is duplicatable, Susie. The answer to that is I'm trying to do it right now the way that it's laid out in training, so that as my new coaches come on and I give them as needed training, I just go here and click and send something. I'm not going to expect my new coaches to go to Synduit and pay a monthly charge. So I'm going to use this. This is what I'm going to tell them to use.
So we're not using Synduit at all then? Is that?
That's a personal thing. If you want to use Synduit, you can use Synduit. But for me, it's hard for me to say to my brand new coach who's trying to figure this all out, in addition to all of that, now you need to go over here and pay $29 a month and learn how to do this and upload your people in, and can you see how that would be?
Learn.
Yeah, it is. It's a learning curve. I mean, especially if you've got someone that comes on with only 98 Facebook friends and they're not really tech savvy. It's like it's not duplicatable. You know what I mean? It had and Optavia is making it so easy now. I could these emails now with their ID number as their Take Shape for Life co-brand. That's just crazy how easy that is. I mean, within 45 minutes you have that email and they have a website. They can start adding clients. So, I mean, for me personally, I'm going here. I'm doing this. But it's your business, you guys. It's your business. So what works for you is what you need to do. I'm not going to tell you shouldn't do anything. I'm just saying that we have these tools here, and me personally, I'm using these so that it can be duplicatable for my business.
I have one more question.
Yep.
Up above, up there, and it said the Optavia site for us to use for clients and candidates. Is that the one you would send for people who insist on they want to look at something on the computer?
I would.
Okay.
I've been sending my I Choose so that they can fill it out if they want more information. But this Optavia is slick, right? It's got music and it makes you feel good. You click on the little things and it's like, it's pretty slick. And it's using the verbiage, right? It's Optavia. Right. And I like that they get into that almost immediately. So this is what I'm sending. If they absolutely have to have something, I say, I use the language that we've heard on trainings. I say, I don't really have a website. I really don't have that. The sites that I have are for clients. I can send you to a general overview. And they say, okay, yeah, sure. And Optavia.com. I was doing it differently. In the old days, I was sending out the health assessment link and asking them to do that before we got on a call. And I was sending them to I Choose. And I don't know if I can keep track of the people, and we're going to get to that. It's just easier for me to just send this and then do a 24-hour follow-up and say, okay, did you get to take a look? Shall we jump on a call and answer your questions? The other stuff just kind of creates more work for us, right? And we got a lot of people to help, so we got to keep moving. Okay, so let's stay on task here for just a second. Now let me get down here to social media. So again, you guys, click around in here. Click, 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 click. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Look
Here's the trainings. Here's your Zoom links. No more hunting around. And leaders, don't rely on your coach group or your mentor coach to give you this stuff. It's here. Lead. Start using it so that when your coaches start asking you for something, you know that if you need anything, you can go here. Now, also, if you guys are on not a Mac, but if you do Control F
a little search box. Let me get this out of the way. Did you know that? A little search box comes up over here. Find document. And if you type in what you're looking for, it takes you there in the document. If you didn't know that. Okay, all right, so let's look at this. Now here we are. Oh, sorry. Social media, that's where we're going today.
I think you passed it.
Did I?
Maybe not. Oh, there it is.
Sorry. Here I am.
Control find.
Browbeating those, yeah. Browbeating those people who don't know how to do it, and there we go. Here I am. And I don't know where that little red color crayon came from over there. Okay, social media. So, training. Look. Again, new coaches, mentor coaches. Don't reinvent the wheel here. Valerie said this, right? Valerie, your new coach, you sent her the training video.
Uh-huh.
So here it is. Dan Valentine doing a training video. Here's a tracking document for your hundreds list. Here's understanding how to utilize social media, another video by Gina Eccles. Okay? I mean, this stuff is living here. Living.
Now, Gina Eccles, have you watched that? If it's the one I watch, she schedules her Facebook posts with Hootsuite, which is still another one that's kind of hard.
Well, we don't want to do that. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it recently.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to see here is the PDF with Facebook responses. See this little link right here? So here we go. Look. Please watch this video before using any of the info below. Action steps when you post a health post or a before and after. The thing that I can't stress enough, and I think all of us on our team can't stress enough, is that this has to be purposeful. You have to be consciously posting and following up and responding to people. That is the only way that this is going to work for you in helping you build your business and relationships, right? It's a relationship business. You have to build relationships with people in order for that to transfer over into your business, because we go right back to that. They need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. And just being a Facebook friend with you on Facebook doesn't qualify you in those other areas. You have to create a relationship. And this is how you do that. So you have to nurture this part of your business when you're doing this. And for me, you saw those friends that had accepted that I hadn't started conversations with this week. It was a short week. We had family here. I had a lot of calls going on last week. And so I didn't start conversations because I wasn't going to be able to nurture them. And saying something and then not going back to that conversation for 3 or 4 days is not creating a relationship. So for me personally, it's better that they just sit there and I haven't done anything with them and then go back when I'm ready to do something. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So take a look at this. So and again, this is a suggestion of what you say and when you say it. Make this in your words. Make it your personality. Talk the way that you talk. Type the way that you talk. Don't overthink stuff. Don't worry that you just spelled something wrong when you sent a message to somebody. This is not meant to add stress to you. This is meant to just keep you in action and keep touching your business and using something, especially like for me, I work all day. in a job with the same people, and I've been coaching for 7 years. I come home and I'm usually home. Maybe twice a week we go out and do something, or maybe on the weekends, like today I'm going to go out. I'm not out there anymore as much as I used to be. So this is working my business. So these relationships are like meeting people in the grocery store, or, you know, talking to the person I've known at the post office for years and finally saying, you know, I don't know if you know what I do. These are those conversations that you're having on Facebook. So treat these as though you were talking to them in person. Let your personality shine through. If you need to use a script, use a script. If you don't, type easily. Once you get something that you like, just copy and paste it, right? Just copy and paste it. Don't worry about what you're saying. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. I don't mean that don't worry and that you can say anything at all, but don't worry that you don't have this exactly. And if you want to do it exactly, copy and paste. If no number is given, here you go. Hey, you still okay? Did you get my message here on Facebook? Right? If nobody's given you a phone number to talk to them about, look at all these things. Okay, so here's the thanking for the likes. Now, we have two things that happen when we post on Facebook. We have people who comment, and we have people who like, right? And all of us pay very close attention to the comments. All of us. That's like the low-hanging fruit on the tree. People are like, oh my gosh, you look so good. Oh my gosh, oh, I need to do that. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Right? That's low-hanging fruit there, down at the bottom. Those people are in the warm water. They're seeing you, and they've finally gotten out of their selves and commented. We all can handle that. Most of you should know how to do that. If you don't, that's here. And again, if you're new, don't do anything until you talk to your mentor coach. Don't post on Facebook about program until you talk to your mentor coach. I can't say that enough. If I could put it in capital letters, I would. Then we have the likes, okay? These are the people, and if you pay attention to the likes, you'll see a pattern that there will be 10 or 15 people that don't like everything on your page. I mean, you have those people, right, that are just everybody. If your mother or your sister or your best friend or whatever, everyone, they all like it. They happy face it. They like it. Yeah. They know what we do. We don't have to pay attention to those. But if you hover over your likes and see those people, well, let's just use this one. Here we go. We'll put this one right here. And this is the one I did yesterday. So I had not very many. It was a little late in the day. See, if you hover over, here they are. Every single post I post, all of them now, not just things that are related to my business, but every single post I post. This person right here, this Sonia DeVolder, she's a brand new, the one on the bottom, she's a brand new person that I just friended in the last week. And so is Sharon Eggers Martin. So they're watching, you guys. Now, did you see that post? If you guys haven't posted this, use this as a like generator. What should you dress up for as Halloween? If you haven't done this yet, go to my page.
I have a beautiful plastic bag.
Yeah, 57 posts I had. 4 shares and 57 posts that people are just something fun, right? Just something fun. But when
can you go back just a minute on that one like that you clicked on with all your,
does it have to be that one?
just to add. So if you clicked on that again, like click on it twice,
you'll open them up.
Yeah, and then that's another way to, because a lot of times you'll get people that aren't friends. Mm-hmm. That's another way to get friends.
Oh, good.
But another thing is I kind of look to see who their friends are, and if they're other coaches' friends, I don't friend them. No,
me either. And that is a definite parameter. Thank you so much, Glenda, for saying that. When we go back to that place where we were finding friends on your page, if you're mutual friends are coaches currently, I don't friend them. And let me just tell you this. I have people who are right on the edge of being a coach, because I think they're all going to be coaches, but now that I'm really doing that more, and I used to friend a lot of friends of my clients, and I think I said that earlier, but now I don't do that as much because I don't want their world to see both of us doing things on Facebook. So I'm very careful now. When Lori Woody, one of my friends from high school, we have a lot of mutual friends, but I'm very careful now. If I come across someone and she's one of the mutual friends, I don't friend them because she's going to be a coach probably by the end of the weekend. That's a really good point. Don't friend other coaches, you guys. Not for any other reason other than their stuff shows up in your feed. And I don't know about you, but I had a time where I'm trying to do, when you're trying to create relationships, and as things show up, I was commenting and creating relationships and happy birthdays, and then all of a sudden something pops up and I realize I've been working for 3 weeks to create a relationship with someone who's already a coach.
So Gwen, I know you and Valerie and Alicia are real good friends. Are you guys friends on Facebook?
Mm-hmm. We are.
Okay.
We are, but we don't have any, other than maybe a health coach here or there, we don't have any mutual friends.
Okay.
We're not in the same area. Valerie's in the Bay Area, 90 minutes from me, and Alicia's up by you guys. Mm-hmm. And we were not connected socially or really even in Optavia Take Shape for Life before we decided to do this as running partners. We were not, there was not a close relationship there.
Okay.
So this relationship between, and this is why we're here, right? To create this synergy so we can get moving. Okay, so these likes, let's go back to that. This is what we're talking about with the likes. This is where these are the little golden nuggets. These are the people who are afraid to comment, who are thinking about what's going on. I need to post a before and after or something, don't I? I've got all this stuff on here. Look at all this. I told you, see, it was a hard week for me. Here we go. So, and look, because that happened, I probably didn't post it at a good time. Yeah, see? So here's what happens. I just had one comment and I only had 6, 7, 8, and me. Oh, and like your own posts. Once you've posted it, like it.
Oh, why is that?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Valerie, do you remember the reason?
I don't remember the reason. It does do something with the algorithm somehow.
Yep, it puts you out into people's world. It notifies them. You've posted something, but once someone's liked it, for some reason, it works. And I can testify to that. Dee, do you know why?
I think the reason it works, Gwen, is because the more likes you get, the more it sends it out into feeds. So the more popular your post is, the more people that it sends to their feed. So
there you go. See, they control us. We got to beat the system, you guys.
So that's why some posts get more likes.
I think if you, like on the comment there, if they asked you something and you wanted to reply back, you wouldn't hit reply, you would put it in the comment.
Yes, because if you hit reply, only Karen's going to be notified of it. If you put it in this, everybody who liked it or commented below gets a ding about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My feed is not a good not a good example of what to do. And I did all my 5s, but I didn't have my 1s in there. Anyway, so let's go back over here. Here's the likes, right? Thanking for the likes. This is just little things you can say. We're not trying to sell anything. We're not trying to do anything. We're just trying to connect. A lot of the likes can be people that you're maybe not really connected to because one of their friends that because you've just made all these friends, right? And you make friends with people where you have we have 3 friends in common, but I'm really not that person's friend. And actually, since this blitz, I'm really not even friends with the 2 friends that we have in common. So we have to create relationships. So just thank them for liking. Just get that word out and create that relationship. It's just, oh my God, it's 7:37. Okay.
Can I ask a real quick question?
Yes.
So I have, you know, the same people that like the same, you know, they keep liking and liking, and I keep messaging and messaging, and there's no response between messages. Is there a point where you just stop message?
All the time. Move on. Move on. Move on. Nope.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of creepy when you keep messaging and they're
oh
not.
yeah, no. No. Again, and if you're feeling creepy, think about how they're feeling. Right? No. And don't concentrate on those. Don't friend request 15 people and go, you know, I friend requested 15 people and only 2 people have said yes. I still have all of these people out. If everyone that I've requested the whole month of August said yes, I'd be at like 2,000 friends. I can't stress over that. You can't control that. Again, that's that scarcity mentality. It's okay. They're okay. It's okay. They're out there. They'll come or they won't. Let's concentrate on the 2 that have said yes. Right? Okay, one more thing I wanted to show you guys over here before. I'm sorry this is going so long.
Don't stress. As long as we're learning, it's all good.
I know. Well, I kind of need to find out where I found this doc. Okay, so I clicked in here, and again, right, I told you to click around, and I found this. I worry about people getting lost. Alicia is the queen of tracking everything she does. Uses, right, Valerie? She writes down when she's supposed to follow up. Because here's what happens. As you start to friend those people and you start to make conversations, did you see my feed over there? I couldn't even find my things, right? I couldn't, when I was over here in my conversations, I can't even find everybody. Oh, look at all my people who's, you can't find what's going on. So, in Simple Systems, and I should have written this down where I got it, is this document that says name, are we friends on Facebook? I friend requested them. There's a spot for a date. Go like or comment on their Facebook page. I mean, this is for you to track what you've done with them. And you're going to ask me where it is, and I saw it yesterday at work, and it's in here somewhere. Tracking document. Here it is. Here. Duh. Please be it. Please be it. Please be it. No, there it is. Okay, look at this.
Oh, that's good.
Did y'all know this was there?
No.
Okay. So this is why I do these, because I learn. It's like, right? You learn the most when you teach. Print this. And again, you guys, please don't think that each thing has to be used for every bit of minutia in your business. Please don't get bogged down in scripts and posts and tracking, and don't get bogged down in that. Don't let that affect you. Just focus on what's working for you at the moment. If you sit down today and you make 10 friend requests, or you have people you're going to friend and you fill this out and you don't touch it again for a week, hallelujah. You've got 10 people you're going to follow up with, right? And then a week later, if you come back and you do it again, yay. Don't beat yourself up for the middle part. We're all doing what we can do every day in our business with our schedules that we have. Just give yourself the time, the rock in your calendar to do something. Do not let a day go by where you do not touch your business. Okay? And this stuff is easy. This Facebook stuff and friending and all this stuff, this is stuff that you can do in the evening. After you're done with calls, after you've done your client support, these are things that you can do. Conversations you really don't want to do, really late, because you really want people to respond and not have it be days later. But this is all stuff that you can do in your extra time, right? In your time when you can't call in orders, you're not doing interested calls, you're not doing explore calls, you've done your client support calls, all of that stuff. This is the stuff you do in the middle.
So Gwen, you're going to put every single name you sent a request to on this?
I don't know. I just found it yesterday. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, honestly.
Seems like a lot of paper.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do, but you know what? I think what I will do with it is people who I've actually started the people who are actually who have engaged me in conversation, because I get back to them and I think, oh yeah, that's right. They live in Reading, and I forget the people that I have these conversations going with. You guys, because when you're making these friends, those conversations that you have get buried in your conversations on Facebook. So if you don't have, don't just pick the ones that are interesting. Pick the ones that you've started a conversation with and you think, wow, she's fun. I've gone over to her Facebook feed and yay, she's pretty fun. She's got 1,900 friends. She posts daily. She's chatting with me on Facebook. I would put her on the list. I think this is going to be the drip list, is what I would call it, right?
Too bad there's not a date on there.
Well, you put the date. My friend requested them, and you put the date right here. I would put the date. I wouldn't put just an X. I'm not going to use this until I've done these things. Okay, that's a really good point, Glenda, right? We can't pause, my goodness. If you're doing 5 or 10 of these a day and you're trying to write that down, right? It would make you crazy. And what it would do is
you'd have a page a day. You'd have 300
right.
pages.
And what it would do is then if you didn't have your page, you would think, oh, I can't do friend requests because I don't have my page, right? And you need to be able to do that at any time, anywhere, and not worry about this part. So this is just another tool. Again, these things in Simple Systems are tools for you to use. Implement them as you go if they work. But guess what? You can't know about them and see if they might be something that would work for you unless you get in here and click around. Right? And new coaches, don't do that. New coaches, don't go in Simple Systems and just click around. It'll make you crazy. You trust your mentor coach to give you training as you need it. What did Dan Valentine say the other day? As you need it, not all at once training, right?
Just in time as opposed to just in case.
There you go. Just in time. Yes. Good job, Glenn. Just in time as opposed to just in case. We don't need it. You don't need to have all this information. And again, big capital letters, do not post on Facebook about program or your results until you've talked to your mentor coach if you are brand new. Okay, I'm going to stop, and I got 2 minutes. Is there anything that we touched on that you need clarification on, or anything you would like us to do more of next week? Go.
I'm not going to be here next weekend, so I'll miss the call.
But
we shouldn't have a call then, if Glenda's not going to be. Class is canceled.
Okay, anybody that you were hoping that we would talk about something that we didn't, anything that you would like to have on these trainings, please tell me and us in Transformation Tribe if there's something you're a little muddled about and you need to have some clarification. I want you all to feel good. I want you all to be happy. I want you to be enthusiastic, but we have to get some specific training under our belt or these calls are just fluff. And I don't want that. We don't want that for each other, right? Okay, are we good? I gotta go. We got a day ahead of us. Yay!
No, I'm already showered, ready to go.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be though.
Thank
you so much, Gwen.
You're welcome.
Bye, Valerie. Bye, Sally.
Bye, Glenda.
Everybody.
Bye, guys.